On this one, we're back at it. It's going to be about our energy, where our energy's going, uh, what we're giving it to. Most of you that have been following know that, it's about what you're giving in your energy to is coming right back at you, right? It's the law of karma. There's universal laws that we live by. Some we could see and some we don't see, but yet they're existing. They are affecting us, and we're a part of it. It's part of our system. So this is just a reminder about where we're putting our energy, what's worth our energy, what's worth our effort, what's worth our investment, what's worth our obstacles, trials, and tribulations. What's worth putting time and focus into, and knowing exactly what we're going to get back from it. We got to be clear on that. We got to be clear on our values, clear on our mission, on our purpose, right? And yeah, I mean, it's a learning experience. We got to reevaluate what's worth putting our energy and focus into, and we got to be clear on that. And it takes some work. It takes some practice. It takes some readjustments within, because there's a lot of distractions, unnecessary distractions, a lot of unnecessary distractions from people, from news, from entertainment, products, companies, business, whatever, everything. And we have to remind ourselves to be recentered, to be refocused, and to reevaluate where we're putting our energy. Sometimes you got to make decisions that might not be the best, decisions that might not be from a society's point of view, like popular or attractive or sentimental. I mean, it could be so much, and you got to make those decisions, because you got to protect your peace, you got to protect your energy, you got to protect your focus, and as long as you can sleep at night, you got to make these decisions where, you're going to sleep at night because you're at peace, you're in harmony, you're in alignment with the universe, with the energy of what's going on. And it's definitely something that, we all have to review within ourselves, because, yeah, there is a lot of distraction. There is a lot of things that seem are important, but they're really not. Things that are really not to our benefit, and it could be just with life. We're putting energy, or we're about to get pulled into something where it doesn't really benefit us to get into, because it's not what you're invested into. It's not what you're wanting to get fulfillment, love, and passion, and joy out of. So you got to ask yourself right now if there's some things you can cut off, some things you could probably give away, you could probably disconnect, unsubscribe from, my fault. Something you can unsubscribe from, and get some energy back, get some time back, get some bandwidth back. This world, this energy, this world, this universe runs on energy, and we only have so much of it. We only have so much time as well. We have 24 hours in a day. There's 7 days a week, about 30, 31 days a month on average, 365 days in a year. And we just hit a new year, and it's just like, there's some things already that's just not worth my time. It goes for things at work, things in life, things with family, things in the business that I'm working on. And I gotta learn how to delegate. I gotta learn how to know what my strengths and weaknesses are and focus on that. To be honest, I gotta know what my strengths and weaknesses are, because again, like, there's things that I can make an impact on, and I'm focused on these other things that are not giving me an impact or are not being reciprocated. You know what I mean? It's like no one goes to work and doesn't want to get paid, right? Everyone goes to their job and then they're expected to get paid, right? There's a reciprocation, there's a cycle. Now, when it comes to people, when it comes to certain situations, sometimes we're putting in work, right, into things that now we're gonna get reciprocated back. You get what I'm saying, fellas? You're gonna put energy and focus into people, places, things that are not gonna reciprocate you energy back. There's no cycle, it gets cut off. You put your energy, nothing comes back. You don't get revitalized, you don't get re-energized. So you're getting drained, you're losing. And you gotta learn how to pick your battles. Learn how to pick your battles, learn how to say, hey, this is not for me, or I don't wanna deal with this, it's not worth it. Like, just move on with it, right? Let God take care of it. You know, have someone else clear it up for you. You know, and no disrespect to businesses, products, companies, people, you know? I mean, everything is just made up of people, right? No disrespect to people, it's like everyone's at different levels. Everyone has different backgrounds, different expectations, different experiences that has shaped them. So everyone's at different levels. So, and that's something I didn't understand before. Because even myself, I was at a different level. I was at a different part of life where, you know, I saw things a certain way. And I have to understand people see things a certain way as well for them. So just to clarify, sometimes you have to catch yourself where you're putting your energy towards and if it's worth it. And we have to do that constantly. I mean, we could even go through our phone right now and unfollow some pages, unfollow some gossip, unfollow some drama, and focus back on our dreams and our vision and our calling. Focus on ourselves to make ourselves better and prepare ourselves for that journey. And sometimes you gotta let some people go. Sometimes you gotta cut people off. And sometimes people don't even need a response. Sometimes people don't need any confirmation. They're not on your level. They haven't had some experiences that have shaped them into a better person. Because I'm still growing. Everyone else is still growing. Everyone you meet, they're gonna be in some sort of journey, some sort of trial or tribulation where they haven't grown from, or not ready to grow from, or they're still curious about. So, just a reminder, again, go through your stuff, go through your socials, go through your profiles, even go through your email, unsubscribe, you know. Maybe there's some situations that's gonna be pulling your attention, your energy, and time into, and if you reevaluate it, you're gonna realize it's not worth it. It's not for you. You'll pour into it and you won't get any reciprocation, fulfillment back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you need to get something physical back. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you have to get something energetically back, for example. And found a rock that I'm going to stretch on. Check this out. That little rock. So, put my foot on there. So again, like, oh yeah. So, I was saying that, yeah, so this is important right here. If you're gonna put your energy into something or someone, like, you gotta know what the reciprocation is gonna be. Like, if you're doing charity, if you're doing a service to give and to pour into others, and that's your fulfillment, good, give, right? You know, that's your reciprocation. But if you're gonna pour into people in situations where they don't wanna grow, learn, understand, change, then you're not gonna get anything back, right? You're pouring into something that's just gonna be taking your energy and not giving it back. And that's something we all have to do. You know, no disrespect to anybody, no disrespect to people on their journeys, but you have to realize that not everyone is on your path, on your journey, on your level, on your mindset. And sometimes people are not ready. People will get there a little later. People will get there never, you know? And all you could do is worry and change yourself, because that's all you have control over. So, you know, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Be aware. You want change? You want something different in your life? You have to change yourself. You want a different result, a different experience, a different outcome, a different lifestyle. The universe is not going to say no. The universe is unlimited, abundant, magical. Make the decision. Starts with you. All right, y'all. I'll let y'all be. On to the next one. Peace.